Hi, welcome to my depression diary number 2. Thanks if you watched my diary yesterday. There were something like 200 views on that, which is something like 200 more than I thought it'd get, to be quite honest. So that's really good. I'm really conscious of saying quite a lot in my videos, so I'm going to try and stop that. Today I'm feeling a little bit better than I was yesterday, I think. I think watching that video back, I mentioned in the video that if I did watch it back, it'd probably feel like a stranger had recorded it, and it does feel like that. That's how my memory works. I talked a little bit about this yesterday, but I have no, it's called autobiographical memory, so I have no stream of consciousness stretching from me back into the past, which sounds a bit faffy and a bit difficult to understand. The way I try and think about it is, if you're driving and you go on autopilot and you don't really think about what you're doing, and then there's a moment when you get to the end of your journey and you sort of snap back to reality, as Eminem would say, and realise that you don't remember anything from the past half an hour or 10 minutes. That's what it's like anytime. That's what it's like moment to moment for me. I kind of live life in a series of frames, and I've no I do have a memory of how I got here, but it's very factual and there's no emotional connection or ability to replay what I was just doing moments ago, which makes life interesting, I guess. It means that I don't tend to carry emotion from moment to moment. I spoke a little bit yesterday about how I have difficulty recognising my emotions, but as well as that, I don't remember my emotional state. So watching the video from yesterday, it seemed like I was quite upset, and I talked about feeling lost. I talked about having a ball of anxiety. I don't remember feeling like that, but anyway. So there's a couple of things I wanted to talk about today. Like I said, I think I'm feeling a bit better. I'm feeling a bit more positive. As you can see, I'm sat in my office come workshop today. I like to do, that's the wrong way, I like to do DIY stuff over here. I like to build Lego today. So yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, so yesterday I had, as soon as I made the first video, actually, straight away after that, I got a call from the doctor. Wanting me to make an appointment to go in and fill in some forms. So what I think that is previously I'd asked my doctor to refer me to an organisation called Psychiatry UK. Now, if you're just starting your sort of diagnosis journey with ADHD or autism, you might not be aware of something called Right to Choose, and I'll put a link in the description. Oh, check out my YouTube lingo. Anyway, I'll put a link in the description after I've made this video, just to what Right to Choose is. But essentially it gives you, the patient, the right to choose your provider of mental health services. There's an organisation called Psychiatry UK who are apparently much quicker at getting to the stage of giving you an autism or ADHD diagnosis, so I've requested my doctor refer me to them, and I think that's what the form filling out is for. So it's good. I hope I'm seeing some movement there. What that'll mean to me, if I can get an ADHD diagnosis, I'm hoping I'll be able to get medication. So I've kind of touched on this in some of my blog posts, but I've not mentioned it in a video. One of the main kind of symptoms, if you like, that led me to think about ADHD is my reaction to stimulants. So not for a long time, certainly not for the last like 15 years, but in my youth, I did used to take recreational drugs. I used to take amphetamines, which are a stimulant, and my reaction to those was always um, really weird. Like I didn't feel hyperactive or overstimulated. I felt almost calm and focused, like awake. Um, yeah. So that apparently is one of the things that the ADHD brain does. It reacts to stimulants differently. Anyway, if I can investigate medication, maybe that'll help me be a bit more focused. That's what I'm hoping. Other things that have been going on, just about half an hour ago, I had a chat with my line manager at work about some of the difficulties I've been having. He was really good actually. So we talked a lot about where I see my role, the expectations that I think are on me. He's said quite clearly that, there's no expectation. I've been off sick for a few weeks. I came back a week ago. He's got no expectation that I'm going to be straight back into it and able to add value straight away. Add value is my phrase, not his. And we talked about how I can maybe focus on particular things rather than the wide remit my role has. And then I talked a bit about how this is probably going to get a bit technical, so if you're not interested in software development, you might want to skip if you've not already fallen asleep. So I'm a software architect, but I never really wanted to be a software architect. I've kind of fallen into it by accident. I was always an engineer. I was a self-taught developer, and I was really interested in that. I think I was good at that. I've got a real knack for seeing problems and solving problems and grasping problems very quickly. What I'm not very good at is like finishing things and the nitty gritty. So yeah, I'm not sure architecture is really where I want to be, but it's where I am at the moment. So we talked a bit about what my future might look like. I think I need to have a think about what I really want, which is weird. I've never really thought about what I actually want out of a job or a career. I've just kind of fallen upwards by accident. So yeah, that'd be interesting. And like I said, there are things I'm good at. I'm good at solving problems. I'm good at understanding problems, particularly very quickly. I think I'm good at managing people. I don't know why I'm good at managing people, but I think I am. I have comments from people I've managed in the past who say, they've enjoyed being managed by me, and they seem to have got a lot out of that. I think I've helped people in their careers. But I've no idea why I'm good at that. I'm not good on a kind of personal level with people, I don't think. This is one of the other things I wanted to talk about today, actually. One of the aspects of autism that is quite difficult for people to understand. I was talking about this yesterday with my wife, and it's the area of like emotional connection. I think it's one of the things that has been most difficult for me, being undiagnosed and always thinking there's something wrong with me. So yeah, I don't have, one of the kind of the outcomes of this is that I don't really have many long-term friendships. I don't really see the point of friendship. Like I don't understand what people get from it. But at the same time, there's almost an expectation that people have friends, that you're supposed to have friends, that if you don't have friends, there's something wrong with you. One of the the main thing I put this down to is that I guess I've always thought normal people, i.e. people who are different from me, have this almost superpower of forming emotional connections with other people. So when you sit and you're talking to someone or you're in a social situation with someone, there's some kind of emotional back channel going on. There's almost like a like in technology terms, it'd be like some kind of networking handshake that says, hey, I'm a human being. Hi, I'm a human being too. How are you? And I have always felt that I just don't get that. Like, I look at people and they're just a kind of, I've described them in the past as meat puppets, which probably isn't the best phrase, but like a black box, like an empty hole. There's almost an expectation that I should be able to understand something about this person's emotional state or how they feel about me or something. I should get something from that interaction with them, and I just don't. I've no idea how people feel or what they're feeling, or I barely understand what I'm feeling, never mind what other people are feeling. And it's really difficult. I think the difficulty comes from maybe I expect that other people can see I'm missing that and there's something wrong with me. Like, so I'll be sat talking to someone and like I'm trying to focus on what they're saying. Part of me is wondering what they're thinking. Like, part of me is wondering if I'm making enough eye contact. I mean, I've realised throughout this video I'm not even making eye contact with the camera, which is ridiculous. It's a camera. There's no one even there, but I think I'm just, like, my face is right on the screen. It's really difficult to make eye contact even with myself. I think I'm rambling a bit more now. But yeah, I just wanted to cover that. The emotional connection thing is a real big part, I think, of why I find it difficult to form personal connections. Like I say, I don't have many friends. And yeah, part of that is that I don't even know why I would want friends. Like, what do you do with a friend? There's people I hang out with occasionally or spend time with, but like even at school, I had people, like secondary school, primary school, I had kids I hung out with at school, but I'd never even consider seeing them outside school. Like, what would be the point? And I think in a way I still feel like that a little bit. But then there's this big crushing expectation that, you know, that makes you a broken person. And in a way it does. Like, people are social animals. We should be able to interact with each other. But there's always a part of me that's like, there's something missing. Anyway, I started off this video saying I feel a bit better today, and then I've delved deep into emotional trauma. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Video 2 complete. Oh, it's a bit longer, this one. Never mind. Bye.